morning, crafty friends. Happy Friday. Momo's going to join us here in a second. Welcome to Flosstube. This is Flosstube number 78. My name is Jessie. This is Mislaidpages. My pronouns are she and they, and we're here for some crafty chat and maybe some other random chat. I'm not really sure. I don't really have a good organized framework in mind for today. I have some stitchy stuff to show you, so we'll definitely talk about that. I have one purchase that I want to show you and share with you, and yeah, and that's what we're doing today. A quick shop update. All the orders that were placed from the shop last week have been shipped out. All the Patreon orders have been shipped out, and all of the Silk of the Month have been shipped out. So if you have not received, if somehow you have not received a tracking number and you should have received a tracking number, please let me know ASAP, because as far as I can tell on my end, everything is taken care of. And likewise, if there's anything wrong with your order, I am a human being. I do my best to check and double check and make sure everything is exactly like it should be. But if something is amiss, please let me know. So thank you all for supporting my little shop update. I didn't realize exactly how well it had gone until I actually went to pack the orders, and I was like, whoa. So thank you all. Thank you to my patrons for participating in that pre-sale, and thank you all who jumped onto the website. I really appreciate you. This coming week, I will be shutting down the Etsy shop. Putting the Etsy shop on vacation, I should say. I'm not shutting it down completely. I'm putting it on vacation in solidarity with other Etsy sellers who are boycotting Etsy's exorbitant fees. They've hiked the prices, or the fees up 30%, or will be hiking them up 30%. And it's pretty ridiculous. They already charge fairly exorbitant fees, and they want to charge even more fees since they made so much money during the panini. So from the 11th to the 18th, the Etsy shop will be closed. I will be trying to make sure that I've got plenty of stuff, charts, and things for you available on the website, www.mislaidpages.com, so that if you find that you need to make a crafty purchase between the 11th and the 18th, you can still go to the website. The website will be staying open. No problems there. So, but I will be putting the Etsy shop on vacation, just FYI. So that's the quick shop update. Life update. What's going on? It's been a busy week. Not as, like, last week was a busy week, but like a good feeling busy week. Like, you know, those, I don't know how to explain it, but like I was busy, but I was getting stuff done. It was really productive. I was feeling really good about everything that was getting done. I was checking things off the to-do list. It felt very organized, felt very like energized, all this sort of stuff. This week has been busy, and I've been tired, but I don't have the same sense of satisfaction, because I guess the busyness hasn't felt as productive. Like, I haven't felt like I've been checking those things off the to-do list. And in some cases, I've been busy, but feeling like I've been spinning my wheels. So it's been kind of a funky week for that. But it's not been a bad week, and not a lot of like funky anxiety out of nowhere or super stressful stuff, just mildly annoying things with work, as there are. Especially as we're quickly approaching the return to the office. I actually have to go into the office next week to pack up my desk, because one of the fun things about the return to the office is that I'm being moved. Yeah, I'm not going to go into great detail here, but not my favorite thing ever. Our part of the main impetus for the move, it's not just me specifically, the main impetus for the move is that our department is split across two sides of the office. Our office is sort of this weird trapezoid shape, and our division is split across two sides of it. So they wanted to they've expanded to a third floor. We now have 3 floors in our building, and they wanted to move the rest of our division over with the main portion of the division. So that's the purpose of the move, which makes total sense. They've moved some folks from over on that side to the new floor, and they're moving us that we're on the opposite side to the rest of our division. Makes total sense. Unfortunately, the layout on that side of the office is not as advantageous. My current cube is sort of separated from a lot of the other cubes and other folks in the office, and it's up against a window. It's a really nice cube. I feel like it's quiet in that corner. I can get work done. I have time to concentrate, or ability to concentrate. The new cube is sort of in the middle of everything. So no window, and it's sort of at the pivot point between like three different walkways. Um, just so you know, a little bit of background, I did go to my supervisor and ask if it was possible to not have that cube, but the only other option was worse. So yeah, I will say that my boss tried to work with me on it, to some extent, but there just was not the availability of a spot that would be really appropriate for me, unfortunately. And it's one of those things where they can't do something that makes me happy just because I want them to make me happy. You know, there's a lot of other considerations, unfortunately. But yeah, so I'm moving to a new cube. I don't necessarily mind moving in general. I don't like where I'm going. I'm just going to cross my fingers and hope for the best. I am definitely purchasing a new set of noise canceling headphones, specifically to keep at the office because Momo's seen a bird. She's seen something. Oh goodness, she's so cute. My little huntress over there. So yeah, I'm not noise canceling headphones is what I was saying. So I'm going to be purchasing a set to keep at work, that will be specifically for those days that I'm in the office. Fortunately, I will be able to work from home Thursdays and Fridays, so that'll be fantastic. At least as compared to being in the office 5 days a week. So I'm just getting myself mentally prepared and trying to be as optimistic as possible. It's going to be uncomfortable to begin with, but hopefully I'll ease into it, and things will get to some kind of new normal. Because I'm not going to say back to normal. I don't want to go back to. I don't want to go back to what we had before. I don't want to work in the office 5 days a week. I just don't. so. So yeah, that's the state of things. What else? What else can I update you about before we get to cross stitching? You probably just want to get to the cross stitching, right? Let's. But before the cross stitching, so one last update that's not cross stitching, it's sort of cross stitching related. So I finally got Kitty Cam set up for Twitch, and it has been fun this week. Kitty Cam has been pretty popular and pretty successful, so I'm very happy about that. So if you haven't checked out Twitch, haven't checked me out on Twitch, or been able to join any of the streams, I hope you will soon, because now we have Kitty Cam, and the cats do enjoy taking over the stream still. And even though there's a separate dedicated camera specifically for the cat lounge, that I like to call it now, Loki decided he wanted to take over the stream again on Thursday, which he does probably once a week, once every other week. So, but since Kitty Cam is more mobile than the other cameras, I was able to move the camera around and give everybody a close up of him. And then Luna came and got in the middle of things. So yeah, it was interesting. I'm looking over because Momo is just she's just traveling all around. She's not settled at all this morning. So okay, so I think that's all the things that are not crafty related. That's all the updates. Momo may jump back up in my lap. We'll see. So what did I stitch on this week? I stitched on several things. I didn't feel like I had done much stitching, but it turns out that I actually have 2 finishes and some progress on a Whipco goal. So actually I've done much more stitching than I thought I had. Momo's super extra today. Okay, let me just talk about some stitching and we'll get going. So I had 2 finishes and progress on a Whipco gold this week, which is pretty awesome, I think, considering how scattered I've been. So first and foremost, technically this was a finish for last week because I did this after I filmed Flosstube, but it's been since last Flosstube. So I showed you Sheldon, the Quirky Quaker snail from Quirky Quakers in the Garden. I showed you my in progress Sheldon last week, and I finished Sheldon Friday evening. So Sheldon is all finished. Look at that little heart. I love that heart. Jasmine has gone gaga over the heart, and I do think because I wanted it to pop a little bit because I just felt like it needed a little bit of a different thing. So I had some Bing Cherry from Color and Cotton just kind of like hanging out. I had an extra strand for something, so and that was such a teeny tiny little motif. I was like, let me do that, and I love the way it turned out. So this is mistletoe and Bing Cherry from Color and Cotton, and then the yellow is Honey Amber from Fiberlicious. And this is on a piece of 32 count linen from Fortnite Fabrics, my ornament, Oodles of Ornaments Club. So I'm just trying to get the light right. But yeah, so that is Sheldon finished. So that is finish number 10 for the year. 10 finishes already, y'all. So that's finish number 10. And then last night, while I was hanging out on Michelle's stream, Bendy Stitchy, I finished my Quirky Quaker Loch Ness. She was not far from being done. Momo, hey, not on the stitching, please. Not on the stitching. Ma'am. Stand off the stitching. Okay. I'm happy for you to be up here, but don't sit on the stitching. Come here. What are you doing? I don't know what her deal is today. You're gonna climb down into my lap again, are you? So some days she ignores me completely, but today apparently is not one of those days. So yes, this is Quirky Quaker Loch Ness from the Mythical Creature. Pardon. Mini set. There we go. She's gonna lay down. Thank you, ma'am. Little Queen of Sheba. Okay. So I didn't have a ton to finish. I think it took 221 stitches to finish this. It's coming out real blue. Like, it looks real, just kind of blanket blue. So obviously the color balance, of course I could tell by my face that the color balance is off because I'm real red. I have a new camera and I thought I had set up the color balance correctly, but I guess that doesn't transfer over to the app that I actually use to film, so I have to figure that out. But yeah, so it's coming out like just real flat blue, but it's much more multi-dimensional than that, trust me. So it's a paler blue in the background, and then this is more of like a turquoisey kind of blue that I've done the details in, and then this is actually a purple indigo kind of color that I've done Nessie and the other designs in. But that came out really, really nice, and I did that on the other half of my piece of 28 count Lugana that I used for the unicorn. So now I have all three of the designs from the Mythical Creatures. At some point I'll do the Yeti as well, but these are the three main designs. So, all three. Ta-da! So I finished the whole set. And I don't know how I'm going to FFO these. Like, part of me wants to make them into, like, apparently cross-stitch books are my thing right now. Like, a lot of folks are finishing stuff into journals, because they've been inspired either by Michelle or someone else who is doing stitchy journals. And I don't, and I think that's fantastic. I don't have a stitchy journal right now. I haven't found a sketchbook or whatever that I want to use for a stitchy journal, so I keep going to this idea of making a book out of the stitches instead of putting the stitches into a book, just making them a book. Because that's been my idea for the Creepy Cryptids this whole time, and now I'm like, maybe I should do a Quirky Quaker book. So, which I think actually Beck thought of doing the Quirky Quakers. Pardon, I have cat hair in my mouth. I think Beck Elaine thought of doing Quirky Quakers as a book before I thought of doing Quirky Quakers as a book, but I think it was inspired by my idea to do the Creepy Cryptids as a book. So it's kind of everything new is old again, right? Everything old is new again. Everything circles back around. It's fine. One of the fantastic things about this community is that we give each other so many ideas, because we just do, like, on these streams and stuff that we hang out on, we just do all of this sort of like group brainstorming, and we come up with some fantastic ideas that way. So it's awesome. My hair is annoying. I should have put it up. Okay, so that was my two finishes. I finished Sheldon on Friday, and then I finished Nessie yesterday. And in the between times, on my Twitch streams, I have been stitching on my Whip Go goal for gathering berries. And if you recall last week, I was like, oh, I'll never get this done in the month. You know, I had a goal of finishing it, but I didn't feel like I would finish it in the month. I'm eating my words now because I've gotten so much progress on it. And I think part of that, I don't know if I've actually gotten more progress because I got the digital pattern and put it in Pattern Keeper, or if I just can see the progress better now that there are numbers attached to it instead of just looking at the chart. I know that it feels much, much easier for me to stitch it when I have Pattern Keeper than if I have a paper chart. So let me show you my cross stitch. Let me show you it. If I have time, which I don't know if I will put I'll put a before picture here. I did switch the frame that I had this in because I did have it in a tiny Q-snap, but I was finding it difficult to get under the Q-snap on the side where I needed to get to it. I'm just trying to get my, okay, let me pull this up this way, and that will get it out of the way. Okay, so here's where we are now. And I'm actually, at this point, at this moment in time, what I am showing you is only about 606 stitches away from being finished, like finished. To me, it doesn't look like there's only 600 stitches left. It feels like there's a lot more stitches left, but according to Pattern Keeper, there's only 606 stitches left. So I have to come up and finish this part of the border and connect it across here. And obviously I have the whole top border to do. I have this bird to finish, and there's a flower right here that I need to finish. And then, let's see, what else do I need? And that's mostly it. Yeah, because I already stitched that flower. So yeah, I gotta finish the second bird, and then there's a flower. I'm pointing to the back. There's a flower here, and then I gotta do the borders, and then we're done. Wow. What a difference a week makes, y'all. I really did not think I was that close to a finish on this, but it is completely achievable in this month, 100% achievable in this month. In fact, I feel like it should happen. I feel like it's going to happen this weekend. And what I'm thinking about doing, depending on what the husband's plans are tomorrow, because he's thinking about going out and doing other things. So if he's not going to be around, then what I might do is get on stream tomorrow and see if I can finish this on Twitch. So if y'all would be interested in hanging out with me while I do the last 600 stitches, I'm hoping to do that tomorrow. If not tomorrow, maybe Sunday, but tomorrow would be a way better day for me. So with any luck, I will finish this weekend one way or another. And if we're all lucky, maybe I'll finish it on stream. That would be fun. So so that's kind of my loose intention right now, is to stream tomorrow and finish gathering berries, which would be super awesome. Since I stitch about 100 stitches an hour, I'm expecting maybe a 6-hour stream. Maybe. That's assuming I don't work on it anymore today. I'm struggling because part of me wants to do some more stitches, so that there won't be quite so many to do on stream. But then it'll feel like less of an accomplishment on stream, so I don't know. I might stitch on something else tonight and not stitch anymore on this until I decide whether I'm going to be able to stream tomorrow or not. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, I sense a finish this weekend, sometime this weekend, which will be awesome because I now have 11 finishes for the year. If we include Nessie, I have 11 finishes for the year, but a lot of those were, I just started them and then I finished them this year. So it's been SAF, starts and finishes, which are still fantastic accomplishments. But what's even more satisfying is finishing a whip that's been on my board for ages. So I started this in 2020. I started in September for the inaugural season of Smalls, thinking, oh, it's only 63 by 63. It'll be quick to stitch on 40 count. Oh, Jessie back then did not understand things. So anyway, I've been stitching on this since 2020, and I would be super excited to finally finish it, especially because once I finally finish this, it means I can start other ones, and there are so many now. And I think I've already decided that Gathering Clover will probably be my next one, and I think I've decided that I'm going to use mistletoe, Color and Cotton mistletoe for that. So this is Color and Cotton Bing Cherry, which is my favorite red, And I've said it again and again and again because it is my favorite red. And mistletoe is just such a fantastic green. I'm going to have to, I don't think I would need more than what I have on the skein. I didn't use very much for Sheldon. And since I'm stitching 1/2 on 40 count, I don't need a ton of thread for the entire design here either. But I might make sure that I can get a second skein of mistletoe just in case. But yeah, I think I'm going to do the second one in mistletoe. I'm definitely going to do it on this 40 count mallow. I know that I was like regretting that choice, but I'm getting used to it now, and I really like the look of it. And these especially because of the kind of series that they are, I really want them all on the same count and same color of fabric. I want them all to be consistent. So I did stitch this in the version that leaves room for buttons. And I'm not sure if I'm actually going to go back and do buttons. I'll have to reevaluate. I might end up going back and just adding in those few extra stitches instead of leaving space for the buttons. But we'll see. We shall see. But yeah, I'm so close to a finish. And if I do decide to stream on Twitch to finish this, I hope y'all will join me because I think it'll be fun. So hanging out on Twitch on Saturdays is kind of fun. So, okay, so that's all my stitching for this week. So far, anyway. There will be more stitching over the weekend, hopefully. I didn't get to stitch at all last weekend. I was busy getting the next round of fabrics prepped, and I still have a little bit of prepping to do. I'm hoping to post the next round of fabrics for Patreon members, for my patrons, by next Friday. But I'm not 100% sure. I hope that I can get the stuff done, but I'm not trying to stress myself out over it. So it'll either be next Friday or the Friday after. It'll be one of the two. And then whatever fabrics have not been claimed will go live on the website the following week. So that's the schedule I'm going to try to get into. So I've ordered the next round of fabrics to dye. So as I'm getting these prepared and getting them ready for sale, I'm working on the next round to dye and get ready. So I'm trying to get into a rhythm and a cycle so that I can make this a regular thing. So, but yeah, this past weekend was lots of ironing, lots of cutting. So no stitching whatsoever. And I haven't knit since last weekend either. My sock is almost done. I did not pick it up to bring it over. Oh, sorry, Momo, come here. Come here, little one. Come on. I didn't pick it up to bring it over here, but it still looks mostly like it did. It's just longer in the foot now. I'm about 1.5 inches from being able to stitch the toe, and once I do the toe, it'll be done. So that's really, really close. I've been wanting to knit on it, and I just haven't gotten around to it because the week it's just been busy. I've been stitching when I've had time to do stuff. I've been cross stitching. So, so that is, I think, all I have today. I think this weekend might be a Whip Go weekend, which would be a fantastic time to finish my gathering berries. I don't have any specific intentions of starting Animal Almanac this week, but I mean, if I finish gathering berries and I still feel really jazzed to be making progress on stuff, I'll pull it out. I'm not going to stitch it, but I don't have specific intentions to stitch it. And let's see, so this weekend I think is Whip Go weekend, and then towards the end of the month, the weekend of the 24th or 22nd or something, that weekend is 24 hours of cross stitch weekend. So I may use that weekend to try to make some progress on Whip Go goals that I did not work on yet. So the ones that I missed in February and March, I might work on those. So that would be fun. I had originally thought, I don't know if I'll be able to do this. I had originally thought about doing a bunch of streaming that weekend, but I know I have some other plans. I may try to stream for a good chunk of that Saturday and do some stitchiness. So we'll see. I'll keep you updated. But yeah, I think that's all I've got for now. So I apologize if this is way shorter than usual, but that's all I got. It's all I got this week, and I keep getting work messages, so I need to go ahead and get going, get this edited so I can get it up, and start answering all of those work messages. I try to get this stuff done before work starts, but people are up early apparently. So anyway, I hope you're all having the best day, week, and weekend, month that's available to you. I hope that April's treating you well so far. I hope that you're treating yourselves well so far. And remember what I always say as I pull all this fuzz off of my cat. Remember to stay hydrated. Remember to take all of the meds that you need to take. And remember that you are enough. And I will see you again soon. Bye.